Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this session of our webinar series. Today, we're joined by Laird's Steve Bruegger. We'll be covering their latest GAR and Barracuda vehicular antennas family. This is very exciting. It's a new product, I believe, Steve, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
Steve, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know what you do, and I can't wait to get into this.
Thank you, Roland. Thank you for joining Tally and Laird Connectivity. Together, we are the Antenna Authority. My name is Steve Bruegger. Our company is Laird Connectivity, and we are here today to talk antennas. Laird Connectivity provides wireless solutions supporting antennas and IT devices. Customers choose Laird Connectivity solutions due to our broad portfolio of antennas. We're reliable. We offer a 5-year warranty. Our state-of-the-art production and test facilities specialize in PIM testing. We have broad antenna experience, and we offer custom solutions. Our broad range of solutions include our IoT M2M, our public safety fleet and vehicular. We have worldwide deployments of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and cellular antennas into venues. Our GNSS antenna, we offer the full array of mounts and accessories. Today's discussion is going to focus on the GAR and Barracuda family of 5G MIMO antennas. The GAR family is based on a 5-port MIMO design to support critical communications and IoT applications in the 3G, 4G, 5G, ISM, Wi-Fi, and CBRS frequencies. The GAR 5 ports are 2 cellular LTE ports, 2 Wi-Fi ports, and 1 port is GNSS. The GAR is IP67 rated for rugged vehicle installations. The GAR family has variations. If you look on the right side of the screen, we have a 2-port, 3-port, 4-port variants configured to support numerous LTE gateways and IoT demands. The Barracuda family is based on a 6-port MIMO design, again to support critical communications and IoT applications in the 3G, 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi, CBRS frequencies. Now the Barracuda ports are 2 LTE cellular, 3 Wi-Fi, and 1 port GNSS. This antenna also has a Wi-Fi or UHF WIP port. It's also rated at IP67 for rugged vehicle installations. When you look at the variances on the right side of the screen, you'll see that the Barracuda family comes in 4-port and 6-port variances, depending on what the radio or the gateway calls out. Laird Connectivity has the configurations to meet your customers' needs with the GAR and Barracuda family of MIMO antennas. When you look at the performance data, the key point for this antenna is the VISWAR. It's less than 2.5 to provide forward power to radiate well. This antenna is also 40% or greater efficiency. Antenna patterns are the key indicator to performance. Laird Connectivity designs the GAR and Barracuda 5G MIMO antennas to have antenna patterns that are very omni and very symmetrical, frequency over frequency. This results in the best around-the-car coverage performance in the industry. This is a key differentiator for Laird over our competitors. And the way we accomplish this, the omni-symmetrical patterns, is we arrange the radiating elements such that as one port is reducing energy, the second port is increasing energy, creating the omni coverage around the vehicle. If you look at the patterns, you'll see what I mean. On the 698 antenna pattern, you'll see the 2 LTE frequencies are very symmetrical, very omni, laid over each other, very much identical. It gives the same performance all the way around the vehicle. The same thing in the 2.17 range and the 2400 range. I said that we have a lot of variance on these part numbers to support different routers and gateways. When you look at the part number, it's a big part number, but it's configurable by you, the customer. The part number starts with VF, it just means vehicle fin. The P means penta, so that's a 5-port. If it was a VFD, it'd be a dual port, 2-port, or a VFT would be a tri or 3-port. The next two numbers start the frequency range. 69 means 698. 38 means the part frequency ends in 3800. The next number is the gain, which is 3. And then it's usually B or W for black or white version. And then the next two numbers tell the number of LTE cellular ports and Wi-Fi ports. The rest of the part number states whether it has a whip antenna for Wi-Fi or for UHF, what the cable is, the cable length, and the connector. It's very configurable. We know our performance provides the best around-the-car coverage in the industry, but how do we match up to our competitors? On this slide, green dots are a good thing. The first column is the Laird, Gar, and Barracuda family. And if you look, we're very strong with our gain, our isolation, and also our visual. We have the highest rating of power at 30. When you use the UHF, that power increases to 60 watts. And we're the only one that offers the 5-year warranty. We have on our landing page and also on the Tally landing page for Laird, a white paper that compares the Barracuda to our #1 competitor in the industry. The main point to look at on this white paper, if you read it or when you read it, is around the car coverage. The advantage Laird has using the antenna patterns that we create by our radiator placement and design. When you look at the top two patterns, that's the Laird, Gar, and Barracuda. Very omni, very symmetrical, very round, full around the car coverage for public safety and critical communications. When you look at the bottom two patterns, that is actually our competitors' antenna patterns for the same frequency under the same test. The advantage for Laird is our design gives us the best around the car performance for our first responders. These antennas were originally designed to support the router and gateways. We have a guide that is posted on our website and that will be posted on the Tally website on the Laird landing page that provides each of the router or gateways that, say, Sierra Wireless, Cradlepoint, DigiKey manufacture, and we match up our antennas to it. For example, if you're using the AirLink MP70 router on the bottom, the back of that radio has 2 cellular, 3 Wi-Fi, and 1 GNSS port. If you want an antenna that's going to utilize all of those ports in one application, that's our Barracuda, our 6-in-1 Barracuda, and the part number is listed right there, fully configured. If you're using another example like the MG90 router from Sierra, and now the back of that radio has 11 ports on it. Say your application calls for 5 ports, 5-in-1 antenna for FirstNet applications. If you look all the way to the right where the blue arrow is, there's the fully configured part number. This Laird antenna selector guide for routers provides a tool that you can select the antenna variant that best supports the different versions of the radios. Besides routers and gateways, there's numerous other applications. Critical communications. Communication hubs established around first response vehicles is one of the main applications for this antenna. We have options on it for UHF radios. It's involved in real-time video traffic for emergencies. Our Barracuda, our 6-in-1 offering, is the best antenna for this type of application. Public transportation is another application we support with the GAR family. We provide external antenna and radio communications, as well as Wi-Fi in the depot connection, vehicle tracking and navigation, as well as onboard Wi-Fi and cellular connectivity. The GAR, the 5-in-1 antenna, is the antenna that gets used for this type of application. The rail and transit applications include mass transit authority. We have antennas on rail engines and cars. We are rail certified for temperature, shock, and vibration, and our materials conform to the NFPA requirements. Tally and Laird are resource-rich companies. We both have a large array of experience and expertise. Some of the resources we bring to the party, we reside on our landing page on the Tally website. What you'll find on the Tally site, under the Laird landing page, and also on the Laird site, are our antenna selector guide, the white paper for the Barracuda that we discussed earlier in the presentation. There's a white paper on building a bridge to next-gen fleet connectivity. There's a practical guide for the FirstNet ready connectivity. There's a brand new public safety and critical communications catalog. There's a lot of information that we share on the Tally website and also on our website. I want to thank you for joining Tally and Laird Connectivity today. Together, we are your antenna authority and source for products. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Any questions that you have regarding this webinar, please contact Tally at sales@tallycom.com. The phone number we will have on the screen for you will be 800-949-7079, but please reference this webinar. Thank you.